Ryan Reynolds is putting respect on that of Wesley Snipes' name and also acknowledging how Blade saved the comic book movie genre forever. At first, that badass Batman film killed it. Then we had Steel, which is a guilty pleasure of mine. Then we had Spawn. All three of those films was a financial failure. And here came along Blade. Box office hit. Then not to mention gave it to you back to back, baby. So yes, Blade is responsible for the comic book movie boom that we are enduring today. The possibility of Wesley Snipes returning to the role of Blade has just gotten more likely as Ryan Reynolds, the guy who everyone believes Wesley Snipes is beefing with, has now started a campaign for him to return to the role of Blade. That's right, baby. It is now officially beyond that of the fans. As you know, in my last two videos, I told you guys how the fans wanted Wesley back. And now in this video, I'm telling you guys that the actor who had got Wesley back into the role wants him back to do it once again. And this time, they want him to be sent off like old man Logan. That's right, baby. So with that being said, I believe that Mahershala Ali's version may very well be on the verge of being canceled, if it haven't already. And I'm going to tell you guys exactly why I feel that way. But first, let's get into today's news. This article comes from comicbook.com. It is titled, Deadpool and Wolverine, Ryan Reynolds campaigns for Wesley Snipes' Blade to get a Logan-like send-off. In quotation marks here. Ryan Reynolds wants Wesley Snipes' Blade to get the same movie treatment as Hugh Jackman in Loki. Deadpool and Wolverine is the first X-Men theatrical project released on the Marvel Studios, with previous entries falling underneath the 20th Century Fox banner. Before Ryan Reynolds dressed up as Deadpool, he appeared alongside Wesley Snipes in 2004's Blade Trinity as Hannibal King. A lot of people may have forgotten that, right? But I haven't. In fact, he was Deadpool in that film. Like, for real. It seems as if Ryan Reynolds took that character and turned him into Deadpool. That's how I feel. All right, where were we? Reynolds brought Snipes back as Blade in Deadpool and Wolverine, one of the many surprise guest stars to fill out the movie's roster. Now, Reynolds is also giving Snipes the credit he's due for helping to pave the way for the Fox movie universe and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. See, people don't know that. Blade is the granddaddy of this all, baby. Like, for real. If it wasn't for Blade, Marvel Studios probably wouldn't exist right now. They had already sold off Spider-Man. They had already sold off X-Men. But the release of Blade brought up their stock and also their value. Thus, they were sold to that of Disney. Because the moment that Blade was released, they had some value added to their assets. But before then, their doors was about to close. Remember that. Quote, there is no Fox Marvel Universe or MCU without Blade first creating a market. He's Marvel's daddy. Basically, he was that of Marvel Jesus before that of Deadpool, right? Please retweet for a Logan-like send-off. Hashtag Deadpool and Wolverine. Ryan Reynolds wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter. He also posted 4 behind-the-scenes photos of himself and Wesley Snipes on the set of Deadpool and Wolverine. And there's the pictures. They're all hugged up like buddies, right? And you heard that they were beefing, right? I told people that wasn't true. That was a lie to slander that of Wesley Snipes' name. That was a lie to pretty much put over this shadow over Wesley's professionalism. That's how I feel. Wesley has never been bad to work with. Many actors have talked highly of him in Hollywood, and people was trying to put some dirt on his name. But here it is. Ryan Reynolds is putting respect on that of Wesley Snipes' name and also acknowledging how Blade saved the comic book movie genre forever. At first, that badass Batman film killed it. Then we had Steel, which is a guilty pleasure of mine. Then we had Spawn. All three of those films was a financial failure. And here came along Blade. Box office hit. Then not to mention gave it to you back to back, baby. So yes, Blade is responsible for the comic book movie boom that we are enduring today. Now, let me tell you guys why I believe that this is a possibility. First off, Marvel Studios did not present anything for Blade at this year's San Diego Comic-Con. Remember, they're holding true to that November the 25th, 2025 release date, but yet we have no filming date, no definitive script, and not to mention, Ali has signed on for that of Jurassic Park, a film that is taking place, has started, is set to begin filming at the same time as that of Marvel Studios' Blade reboot. So think about it like this. You bought out Wesley Snipes to San Diego Comic-Con, right? Before you even knew that Deadpool and Wolverine was going to be a box office hit, you already arranged for Wesley Snipes to be there. But you did not arrange for Ali to be there. You see what I'm saying here? So there's a high possibility that Ali's version is canceled behind closed doors. And this whole Wesley Snipes appearance as Blade could be them testing the waters, right? Think about it. They see us reacting right now to that of Wesley Snipes' Blade. And now I feel that this tweet from Ryan Reynolds is another test. If this tweet gets a ratio of 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, Marvel Studios most likely will pull the trigger on that of a Blade film starring Wesley Snipes. And I know some people are going to be mad that I said that, but listen here. I was excited for Ali's version, just like you and many people who's watching this video right now. But seeing Wesley Snipes in the role once again, it brought out an emotional side of me, right? When it comes to Ali's version, I have nothing to attach to. Yeah, we heard his voice in the Eternals, but we did not get to see him in action. But here it is. We get to see that of Wesley Snipes' Blade. So now, we have been itching for Blade for 5 years. And Wesley Snipes is the thing that stopped that itch. Now that's what people want. And Ryan Reynolds, you know, he has a social media presence, right? And he understands what people are talking about. He sees people talking about Wesley Snipes' Blade. He's witnessing it. So with that being said, Ryan Reynolds also being the architect of Deadpool and Wolverine, you know, because remember, Kevin Feige didn't even want Hugh Jackman to return as that of Wolverine, right? But Ryan Reynolds said, look, let me do this. And now we can have a film that he produced and also gave to you from his heart and his soul that will earn $1 billion plus worldwide. So why not? Why not, Kevin Feige? Why not get a man what he wants? You want to make money, right? Think about this. Deadpool and Wolverine is the biggest hit that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has had since that of Spider-Man No Way Home. What was that, 3-4 years ago? Think about that for a second. And here it is. Here it is. A franchise that was self-dependent, right? It didn't need the Marvel Cinematic Universe, has come in and showed the studio how to make money. Moolah, currency, Benjamins. So you have to get a man what he wants. Just like you gave him what he wanted with Deadpool and Wolverine. And look at the benefits that you're reaping right now. Look at that. Deadpool and Wolverine is tearing it up, baby. Go look. Came out his second weekend at nearly $900 million worldwide. And is on its way to 1 point. Come on, man. Come on. So with that being said, there's a high possibility of Wesley Snipes returning to the role of Blade, especially if Ryan Reynolds has anything to say about it. Like for real, Marvel Studios, you have to get this man what he wants. Whatever he puts on the table, give it to him. Same thing that you do for directors, right? You lay out the whole blanket form, right? Like it's a picnic. You know what? You gave us a successful film. You can do whatever you want, like they did with Taika Waititi, right? They gave Taika Waititi free creative control over that authority, and he ruined the character. And here it is. You have Ryan Reynolds, who had free creative control, who helped build up many characters that everyone wants, especially that of Gambit. And that's another thing. He's also advocating for Shannon Tatum to get more time as that of Gambit. Worst case scenario here, the very next Deadpool film will feature these two characters. Like for real, because people believe Deadpool and Wolverine is the third Deadpool movie. No, they have already confirmed that Deadpool and Wolverine is a totally different franchise within the Deadpool franchise. You're still getting Deadpool 3. Don't be surprised if the next Deadpool film will be Deadpool and Blade, because they already set up that relationship where he said, "You never liked me," or no, it was Blade said, "I don't like you," and he said, "You never did." You remember that? Do you guys remember that? So who knows? Wesley may very well be back into the game, and Marvel Studios has gotten a feel of how people actually feel about it. Right now, they know we want it. All you have to do is give it to us. I'm your boy O. Hopefully you have watched this video all the way to the end to help you pull out that algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, please be sure to do so. I'm trying to reach that magical number of 10,000 subscribers, so I'll be highly appreciative if you will help me cross over that threshold by hitting that subscribe button. And if you are going to hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell, because YouTube absolutely sucks at notifying subscribers that content creators has uploaded videos to their platform. And don't forget to hit that like button to amount that algorithm, baby. But in the comments below, let me know what you feel about this. I'm sorry, how you feel about this. And also, for those out there who would say, dude, you're delusional, just remember, Snipes showed up to San Diego Comic-Con, not that of Ali. So why would you show off the short term and not the long term? Always remember, let the bon temps roule. That means let the good times roll. But let me know in the comments below.